better. So anyway, I'm gonna let Cortney talk. This is kind of a new thing for her. She's definitely talked from stage. I don't think she's ever led one of these calls though. And so I'm looking forward to hearing what she's got to say on this topic. But I'm gonna let you introduce the topic and everything, okay?
Okay.
You wanna sit right there? Or you wanna sit right here?
I'm fine. Can you guys hear me?
Nick.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Thanks, bud.
Clear. Light them up, Court.
Light them up. Here we go.
All right, so I don't know about the rest of you, but when I'm in the shower is when I have my best conversations.
With yourself?
So whether I'm trying to come up with something or if someone really ticks me off and I want to have an argument with them, I always do it while I'm in the shower.
It's good stuff.
In my head, like, and when I get out, the argument's over, my talk is written, everything's perfect. Hopefully whatever happened in my shower comes out today.
That's funny.
But I wanted to just talk to you guys about like habits or goals and financial blueprints. Because it's something I've been thinking a lot about. Your habits and your goals will dictate your results. So when I talk about your habits, I'm not just talking about your physical habits. Like I'm not just talking about getting up and making your bed every morning. I'm not talking about, the act of going out and producing. There's also bad habits that you can get into of how you think and what you tell yourself. And so if you are someone who has a habit of thinking and telling yourself things that are bad for you, it's just as bad as a bad physical habit.
Wow. That's
okay.
Good.
Like, if you think about it for a second, are you someone who will tell yourself, you'll hear yourself saying, we can't afford that? Or, and I hear parents tell their kids this all the time. Like their kids will ask for something and they'll say, we can't afford that, or we don't have enough money for that. That's a bad habit that you've gotten into, because your mind is hearing yourself saying that and your subconscious is believing it. Another example would be I'm
just keeping your screen on for you.
Oh, it's okay. Have you gotten into the habit of when payday comes on Friday, you're able to pay all your bills, and that to you, like, that's a win, which it is a win, but you have $10 left in your bank account now, but you paid all your bills. So now you're comfortable, and now you're going into the next week, and all you have to do the next week is pay all your bills again. Come Friday, oh, my bills are paid, I still have $10, I just won. Does that make sense? Like you've gotten into the habit of thinking that because you've won by paying your bills, that's all you have to do, whether it's weekly or monthly. So at the end of the month, all your bills are paid and you didn't go into the red, so you've won, but you're surviving, you're not thriving.
Right, that's good.
What if you decided that instead of zero in your bank account being zero, you made $1,000 your new zero? Okay, so when you are done with paying all of your bills for the month, or buying whatever it is you need to buy, you never go below that $1,000. You've always got $1,000 or $5,000 or $10,000, whatever you want your zero to be. That becomes your zero, and you never touch it. That's something that we have personally done before. Our new zero. Our new zero is constantly growing as we grow. And it's one of those things that I'm really big, and unfortunately, unfortunately or fortunately, society has forced us to really want immediate gratification. And I am guilty of it. I want everything microwaved. Like if I could take our business to get a microwave and get it where I need it to be in 30 seconds, I'm in. Like I do not have patience, and I know that. I'm not saying that that's a good thing. It just is what it is. So in my life and in our lives, small goals help us win more often to get to our bigger dreams. So I'm not at all saying like, don't focus on your dreams. Do not mistake me for that for saying that. Like, I think dreams are important. I think having a dream of owning a big house or having a dream of, you know, a new car or whatever the big thing is. But sometimes, at least for me, because I'm an immediate gratification type person, I feel like that takes forever to get there. Like, it doesn't seem to be tangible enough for me.
Yeah.
So when I set smaller goals and I get to that goal and I win, that allows me to set another goal. And the more wins and the more goals that you accomplish, the better you're equipped to get to your dream.
Right.
Because you're winning more. And even if it's not like a monetary thing, maybe it's not a new zero for you. Maybe it is, you want to, you know, donate a certain amount each month to a charity or your church, or maybe it's hiring staff. That's something we did a while back, is when we wanted to hire new staff, we would sit down and we would figure out how much what was it going to take for us to get there. So let's say it's your new zero is 1,000. What will it take for you to get there? Is it one extra policy a week? One extra policy a week for a month. And guess what? You have a new zero, a new $1,000 for a zero.
That's good.
What if it's new staff? What would it take? So instead of writing, let's say you do one staff is, I'm just going to throw it out there. I don't even know what it would be. $1,000 a month.
Depends on the contract.
Yeah,
level.
depends. So let's just say you need $1,000 to pay new staff. What would it take for you to do that? So instead of, if you've got a goal right now of writing $5,000 a week, what if you upped it just a little bit to $5,500? Now you've got that staff.
Ooh.
Is $500 a week really, it's one policy. Is that really going to be life-changing for you? Probably not, except that you,
Compound.
yeah, you compounded it over a month,
huge.
and now you've got staff, or you've got the new $1,000, and now you can breathe easier at the end of the month. You're not holding your breath, hoping and praying that everything works out for the entire month so that on the 30th, we made it. I'm telling you, I only know this because we have been there. You know, what if it's a new couch? I mean, I'm trying to give you ideas of things that you might be able to set for a goal that's tangible, that you can reach on a weekly or monthly basis. Hold on, I forgot where I was going with that.
You're killing it.
Maybe it's that you want to start reading more. Maybe it's that you want to cook more often. That's not a strong suit for me, but I have forced myself to do it a little bit more.
Them shrimp cakes are good.
I am more of an eating out type of girl, because dang, if it's not a lot of work. By the time you cook and clean up, it's a lot of work. But I am forcing myself to do that. I'm trying to come up with different ideas of recipes and things so we don't get into this rut, and it's more entertaining. Carrying a book with you in your purse or in your car, so when you're sitting at the doctor's office or at the parent pickup line, or, you know, any little bit of time, picking up the book and reading it for 5 minutes.
Instead of your phone.
Yeah, instead of your phone, yes, because I mean, how quick are you to be like, oh, let me check Instagram? But instead, pick up your phone and read it for the 2 or 3 minutes. I mean, your book, and read it for the 2 or 3 minutes instead of your phone. And now you have accomplished that goal. So yeah, I mean, I guess that's kind of like where I wanted you to, what I wanted you to hear today. It's about setting small goals and winning more often so that you can get your mind ready to have that dream. Because if you're like me, it seems like you're never going to get there because you wanted it yesterday.
Right.
And so you kind of get into a habit of thinking that
This is just how my life is.
yeah, tomorrow's another day doing the same thing, but tomorrow can be a new day.
Come on.
Tomorrow can be a new day with new goals, and tomorrow you can set your goals, hit them at the end of the week or at the end of the month, and now set a new goal. So you're almost winning a goal of yours on a monthly basis instead of waiting 5 years for that dream.
Woo!
Yes,
I love it.
awesome.
All right, guys. In classic Leaders Alliance fashion, let's give her some feedback.
Oh boy.
Woo! I'll go first.
All right, man. Light her up, Nick. That was good stuff. I'm
I
really
was
proud of you.
hyping you up, but I was on mute. I didn't want to distract you.
No, it was good. We can hear you down the hall.
But you crushed it. Seriously, that might have been the best I ever heard you speak. And I don't know if it's because maybe you had more passion towards it or because you wanted to do it. But that was the best. And a lot of you came at it from like a mom perspective.
Mama Bear.
Like now I know next time I'm in parent pickup, I should read.
You can pick my kids up anytime, Nick,
Yeah, Nick.
and then read while you're in line.
Yeah. Not while you're driving.
Oh my goodness, you crushed it. Seriously, I took so many notes. But I loved how you said make 1,000 your new zero. And then how you set such a small goal to accomplish a dream, which could be staff or an office or whatever it is. You broke it down into such small goals. And then you also started off by saying habits plus goals dictate results. And you
Yeah, I wrote that one too.
you blew my mind. I was like, oh my goodness, Cortney, you've been reading, listening, talking.
Reads. That's good.
Thanks, Nick.
Awesome. Great feedback. Thanks, Nick. All right, who else?
I'll go next. Can you hear me?
Yay, Joseph. What's up, buddy?
What's up? What's up? So, Cortney, I want to be selfish. I think that helped me more than maybe anybody. So, I don't know if you did some prayer this morning and asked God to, like, speak to somebody today, but you definitely spoke to me.
Wow.
And I agree with Nick on the personal thing. I think I could tell as you were, like, telling us that you went through these things. And I don't know if that's some, and Chris will probably say some, like, psychological thing, but it made me, like, really listen, like, well, how'd she get through it? So I could tell as you were telling it to me. But sometimes I get lost in trying to set such a big goal. And like you said, it feels like you're never going to get there. But I feel like when you kept pounding in, like just set the small ones and notice like what is it going to take inside of that goal. I think I've lost track of that myself. So I almost literally want to like go back to my goal sheet like right now and start taking the big goals and break it back down to the small goals. Because that just, to me, that just, I don't know how to say it, but it literally just spoke volumes to where I'm at. So Thank you for like, whatever it was you did in the shower that got that call.
It was the Pantene. Totally.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. Chris probably has some like candles set up in there. I don't know. But
I was dropping Riker up when all that, whatever happened in there happened.
Maybe it's a girl thing. We like to fight with people. I have more arguments and talks.
No, it definitely is a girl thing. Oh yeah, I feel the same. I get in the shower and
yeah, that was awesome, Cortney. Thanks so much for pouring into us this morning. It helped me so much.
You're welcome. Thank you, Joseph.
Thanks, Joseph. Great feedback.
Hey, it's Chris. I've got. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Chris.
So yeah, that really hit home.
break it down.
Chris, you're breaking up, buddy.
We already wrote you a rap track.
Yeah. Chris, you can come in my office. We can't hear you, bro. Why don't we have Deanna go? Nick, can you go rescue him? Oh, he already did. Look at Nick. Predictive.
Sounds like an interesting response, Chris.
This is all. Yeah, hey, let me get a. I ain't recording this. I'm gonna use that.
Oh, Chris, we can't hear you.
Is he not in there,
Taking
Nick?
0
I don't
to
think he's here.
1,000. Realize reception. I'm not reception. I should be kicking into Wi-Fi soon. Can you hear me?
We can now.
All
Holy
right.
smokes.
So, all right. So it really hit home with me.
Nope, Chris, time out, buddy. Time out. I'm gonna have
like the turning.
I'm gonna mute him. Is he already muted? How do I?
He dropped off, I think.
I think we lost him.
How can I mute more than a mute? All right.
Can you hear me?
Whoa! Yeah, like loud and clear all of a sudden.
All right. Yeah, I hit Wi-Fi, so now I've got Wi-Fi. So the 0 to 1,000.
Okay.
And then the new number like really hit home with me. As I think about my goals, getting my first sale last week was a small goal. And then this week I've been focusing on my number of sits, but not bigger goals and bigger aspirations. So as I go into this week, I'm thinking about my new goals and how I elevate them. So that really helped me process my view on what my expectations are for the week. So thank you, Cortney. I thought that was an amazing speech and really loved it.
Awesome. Thank you.
Good stuff. Thanks, Chris. All right, Deanna. I think I heard
Hey,
you.
man.
Hey, girl.
Yeah. Yeah, we just pulled up in the driveway, so I'm not going to share my video just yet. But Cortney, I really feel personally like I lived what you were talking about, because when I didn't set the short-term goals, I found myself floundering, and it just takes forever for the longer-term goals to be realized. And if you don't, you'll lose motivation if you don't set those short-term goals. So I just wanted to reiterate that, because it's very true for me. I'm goal-driven, and I didn't realize how important those were. So just a little, just want to reinforce that for anybody who's new to goal setting.
Good feedback, Deanna.
Thanks, Deanna.
Anybody else have any quick feedback? We'll wrap this puppy up.
I guess I could say something.
All right, Asia Tell.
I loved it, Cortney. I loved listening to that. I took some really good notes, and I think it's almost a universal thing that you hit home with all of us about the short-term goals. You just hammer on the nail. Like, it was perfect, because I am new, Deanna. I am new to setting these short-term goals. I'm in a career path where I'm finally, like, I have a path. It doesn't just end at a wall where there's nowhere I can go. I actually have a path. So now I'm learning these habits, and I'm taking the information like a sponge from you guys. I love it, because I need those short-term goals, because you will get, you'll get unmotivated, and you'll get complacent, and you're like, it's okay to be right here, but it's not great, but I'm fine, I'm alive. And I say that a lot. Sometimes, like, how you doing? I'm like, I'm alive. And I don't want to do that. When someone asks me how I'm doing, I want to be like, I am rocking today. I'm on fire, and I'm doing great. And that's like a big goal for me. That's one of those little goals that I want to get that mindset that you guys have, where you wake up and like, how you doing? I'm like, oh, I'm great. Let me tell you how good I am. And that's one of those. So I love that. I love that new zero, and that's that new zero. Is getting my mindset to that higher positivity, and like rocking it and feeling it, and actually like not just saying it but believing it. And so yeah,
that's
good.
good.
I love it.
Awesome.
All right. Well, great job, babe. I thought you killed it. My quick feedback. I wrote the same thing Nick did. Your habits will dictate your results. I like that. But what I wrote, because you said this, it's not your physical habits that really will have the impact on you. It's the soft habits of like the habit of what you tell yourself. And then I put the i.e., people that say, that they can't afford that, or they tell their kids that. Those are the habits that ultimately I think are really, so that was big. Dreams are important, but small wins are more tangible and help you get to your bigger dreams. So you had some good stuff. All right, Cortney Long, there it is. Woo! All right.